Welcome back, SoulFull Society, to SoulFull Wellness. I'm Kaelynn Serena Stanton.
I'm Kit Noonan, and welcome to another episode of Wellness. We have a good one for you today. We're excited. We're talking about lessons we learn from our dogs.
8 specifically. And this episode is a tribute to Bella Serena, my family dog of 13 years who crossed the Rainbow Bridge and passed away this past Saturday.
Bella, this episode is dedicated to you. Bella Inspo. All right, should we start out with our fuck up of the week? Because I have one for us.
Perfect.
My sister moved into a brand new rental house this past week, and I, being the owner of a pickup truck, got recruited to assist. She put a whole bunch of her stuff in the back of the pickup, and I drove it over to her brand new house. Now, this wasn't like living room furniture stuff. This is like basement stuff in the back of the open air pickup. So I get to her brand new house, pull into, the paved part of the driveway where a normal person would park to unload a truck. Mm-hmm. And then I thought, I have an idea. It's going to be brilliant. It's going to save us so much time and energy and effort. I'm just going to back on up to the back door that goes directly to the basement where we want all this stuff to wind up anyway. Mm-hmm. And voila, we're going to be like, bingo, bango, this thing's going to be done. I'm going to be on my way in no time. All went according to plan until it was time for me to drive away, at which point I realized, with all the rain we've had, that wet ground, I have made semi-permanent, wide, deep, muddy divots, rivulets, like I don't even know, holes, gaps in the earth.
Trenches.
It's going to be a while before that looks like normal lawn again. Oops. Sorry.
You made your mark.
Landowner. It was a great idea until it wasn't.
Well, Kit, congrats on being a human.
Thanks.
That's a good one. And I'm just visualizing little Kit in this big pickup truck. Just la, 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 la.
Yep. Yeah. Beep, beep, beep. It's one of those.
Coming through.
It is.
You're trying to do something kind
helpful
and helpful. And
right. It's a big moving, and everybody hates moving. And I'm thinking everybody's going to be so glad I had this brainwave. Yeah. No.
Well, you're human.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thanks.
Well, that was a perfect segue into our episode. Actually, not at all. It's just a perfect example of a fuck up.
No,
it's not a segue. It's
human beings being dopey human beings. Now we'll just switch gears completely to canines.
Exactly.
Not nearly so dopey. So much to offer. And much of it we can learn from to be better humans ourselves.
100%. Mm-hmm. And all they do is exist, and that's their way of emulating all of this just beauty and inside and out and
exist in love.
Angelic nature. My aunt calls them angels with fur.
It's so appropriate.
It's the perfect name.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. Let's
Number one lesson we learned from our dogs. Greet those you love with enthusiasm every time.
I feel like each dog has their own signature greeting.
Absolutely.
And it's always like, oh my gosh, you're home. Hi, I missed you. It could be going to the mailbox or coming home from vacation.
The message is consistent.
Yeah.
The delivery is unique.
Yeah.
I've had some goofy dogs over the years that had their own goofy little welcome home rituals. But I knew that it meant, oh my God, you're my very favorite thing in the universe, and we're together again. And it never failed to make my heart happier and make my life better.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times driving home from a job that I no longer enjoyed, I'd be like, but in minutes I'm going to get, and it just changed my whole demeanor because I knew I was going to get the welcome home song and dance. And I did. And we as humans can do that for each other.
Yeah. Make people feel special.
Absolutely. Everyone likes to feel seen and appreciated. So you can customize it in the way that works for your relationships, but let people know when you see them that you're really dang happy to just be with them.
Just jump all over them.
If that's the nature of your relationship.
Right. Of course. Quick caveat there. Lesson number 2, go for walks every day.
Yeah, plain and simple.
Just
get outside.
Walk it out.
Change of scene. Move your body. It might be hot. It might be cold. And some days it's too hot. And some days it's too cold or too wet. No, doesn't matter. Get out there. You'll be glad you did.
Lesson number 3, never pass up a chance to eat good food.
I love this message. Don't need to tell me twice. I think of your Wally because he's still a baby. Yeah. So he's still exploring his world and figuring out. So everything goes in the mouth.
Everything goes in the mouth. Could be a sock. Could be a push pin. Could be a trash.
Stick.
Could be a steak.
Yeah.
Definitely a stick.
You don't know what's going to be delicious until you try it.
Exactly. Give everything a chance.
Try it.
You never
Have
know.
a bite. Put it in your mouth.
Put it in your mouth.
Maybe we're going too far now. Okay. Don't pass up a chance to eat good food.
Yeah.
Try something new.
Yeah.
Expand your horizons.
Exactly.
All right, number 4. Oh, I love this. I love them all. I love this one.
I know.
Nap whenever you can.
Yeah, even if it's inconvenient.
Or in the middle of a social gathering. When you need to recharge, you need to recharge.
Just take yourself out of the situation.
People will assume you're in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Just go have a small lie down on a bed. You'll feel better, recharged. Some things are only appropriate when you're a dog, but you get the idea, the message of it. When you need to rest or recharge, you're allowed to do that. Just think of your dog.
Yeah. There's no judgment, there's no
should.
That's
the whole should. Like your dog doesn't think, what should I do right now? Your dog thinks,
I'm tired.
I'm really freaking tired. Emergency nap. Curl up. Boom. Asleep. Yeah. And we trust him. We don't go like, what are you doing? Why did you think this was a good time to sleep? We're like, guess he was tired.
There you go. Yeah. I feel like it's all about mindfulness in a way. Like tap in, tune in, and do it.
Yeah. What are you feeling? What do you need right now? Attend to your needs.
I love it.
Number 5, love unconditionally.
Oh, see, this one is hard as humans.
It is.
Especially given like
this might be the hardest.
Yeah. Yeah. The dark encounters we've had lately.
Once bitten, twice shy.
It's easy to get jaded or it's easy to get wrapped up. It's hard to love unconditionally. It's hard to love ourselves unconditionally. I feel like that's where you have to start, but it is such a journey.
If anybody's worthy of unconditional love, like we are worthy of our own. So there's no risk there. We're not going to hurt ourselves or betray ourselves. So even that's really hard. But you're right. We've got to start there. And then when we can really fully, truly love ourselves and can trust our own judgment, now we know who is worthy of this beautiful unconditional love.
What a gift. That's probably the biggest gift you could give yourself and someone else.
To trust enough to love fully. Yeah.
Yeah.
But to really have a full, rich, well-developed life, you got to get there. And maybe sometimes you do get burned. I mean, I know I have, but you have to consciously say, I'm not going to let that bad experience, the fact that I unconditionally loved someone who wasn't worthy of it, make me never do it again.
And your rescue dogs did that. They were given all reasons to not trust people, to not trust life. And once they got in your home and were able to understand your love, your compassion, your consistency, and your adoration for them, now they trust again and they love you unconditionally.
It didn't take long. I mean, I think their love has grown, but even when I went to pick them up at the shelter and we had about an hour drive home, I remember Percy crawling into my lap and and I'm trying to drive the car, and he was like, you are my new person. Like, I am bonding myself to you. I'm taking a little bit of a leap of faith, but just because it hasn't worked out for me in the past doesn't mean I shouldn't give you this shot.
And we've been over what we think. If Percy was a human, what his past life would be. We've talked about this. He definitely was a firefighter, and he was in battle. We have this whole story with him, and he has his own voice.
Maybe even 9/11.
Yeah.
Because he was in Jersey and he got called over. Yeah, Kaelynn's had some mind meld with him.
We shelled this out, and so I have a better understanding of him. But dogs are so emotionally intelligent and intuitive. We could also take a note from that.
Unconditionally love everyone.
No.
Like, I'm sure you've had occasions where your dog objects to somebody and you don't know the person and they don't know your dog, but your dog senses something. And he's like, I do not like this person. Then we as people were kind of embarrassed. We're like, oh, sorry. Guess he doesn't like you. But the dog isn't like, I'm sorry. The dog's like, no, this is not a good person.
Yeah. Stand your ground.
So
There's a little
they
bonus.
do use their judgment. They don't just randomly, unconditionally love everyone.
Yeah.
They make choices.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should too. Number 6. Forgive easily. Say sorry quickly.
There's so many reasons to self-protect. This one is so hard too. It's in the same realm of forgiving when we've been burned and hurt.
Right.
Because it feels like if we hold out on forgiveness, it's like we are protecting ourselves.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
I definitely get like that.
Oh, yeah.
I build up a...
Right, because I'm like, at what point am I just a dope letting somebody do XYZ over and over and over?
I think it takes courage to forgive. And that's what they have, is they have so much courage. They're just walking around here. They're like Curious George, just with a bunch of curiosity and courage.
And when they do something, which is never with malicious intent, but I think it's almost gone now, but I had a big scratch that went down my forehead and originally down onto my cheek because I was playing with Percy. It was not his fault. It was my fault for getting my face into his zone. But his nail, when he was like bapping, and it just got my face and it was bleeding the whole 9 yards. It was there for more than 2 weeks. But I could see as soon as he did it and I went like that. And then I could see there was blood. And the look on his face was like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I did not mean for that to happen. And I right away said, it's not your fault. It's my fault. But you could see he was like, ooh. And he was clearly communicating like, I did not mean to bloody your face.
Which, by the way, we need your skincare routine because it looks amazing. I can't even see it.
red light the heck out of it. I have been so diligent because that was about 2.5 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I have been red lighting almost every day. And I think that really helped.
I'm sold.
Yeah. All right. Number 7. Drink plenty of water.
Simple, effective. Speaking of good skin.
Yeah. You've heard us say it before.
Yeah.
Sure, we'll say it again.
Uh-huh.
By the bedside table before I go to bed.
Easy.
Bigger than this even. Big. And there are mornings, I have to be honest, now that I've been doing it probably the better part of a year, there are mornings where I look at it and I'm like, I don't want you. I don't. And then I'm like, oh my God, get over yourself. Just drink it. Like, just drink it. What do you mean you don't want it? Drink the water.
Drink it. You need it. Oh, yeah. And don't be afraid of how you look. If you're chugging and it's dripping down your face.
And there are mornings that happens. I am not exaggerating because I tell myself just drink it. So I kind of make it a game where I'll be like, ooh, let me see how fast I can chug it. And some misses my mouth. It's water. It's
this
okay.
is the real reason why straws are popular. Straws are popular because then we don't got that dang on dribble down the chin.
It'll slow me down though. I mean, I'm chugging. I don't have time for a straw.
No, I can't tell you the amount of times that if I've had like a stainless steel or anything with a wide opening, it just half of it just goes on my shirt.
Right. But it's water. I'm not even dressed for the day because I just woke up.
Right.
So
we'll survive.
It's all good.
We'll survive. All right. Our last one. Yes. Stay curious, explore, notice, and wonder.
I think any wellness coach will say, if not these 4 identical things, will in some phraseology be a proponent of these 4 tenets of life, if you can embed this into your own outlook on life, just staying curious, staying open, noticing, wondering, being present, be curious, be available, be emotionally and intellectually available. That's a life of lifelong learning.
No, I get it. No, it's a lot of life, but it is. And those are actually some of the principles of mindfulness. So being curious is a simple yet effective tool to be mindful. We love it. Ugh, dogs are the best. They're angels with fur. We adore them. We love them. And let's try to be more like them.
Love it. I have nothing to add. Brilliant.
If you guys think that this would resonate with a friend of yours, hit that share button. Share this with a friend.
All your fellow dog lover friends.
This is for them.
Coworkers, family members. And if you have any other important lessons you learned from your dog that you think would benefit all our wellness, hit us up. Happy to hear them.
Email us at SFOWpodcast@gmail.com because we are imperfect and we have not dropped the O on our email. But that's where you can reach us. And we are going to be popping back on socials this year. I got a new phone, guys. I have new storage. We love you guys. See you next week.
Thanks for joining us. Peace, love, and light.
Peace, love, and light.
SoulFull.